Welcome back, fourth grade. I hope you got green checks or green bubbles in all of those last guided practice questions. You're going to watch this whole video. Remember, you can pause and rewind at any time if you need to. And then you're going to do another set of questions. After you finish those questions, remember you're still in the video room because this has a video on the top. You'll click next. And then you'll get to a page that looks like this. Notice that at the top, there's not the video picture anymore. At the top, there's kids working together. If you see a picture of kids working together, that means you need to move to the lesson 1 breakout room. If you're on lesson 2, you would move to lesson 2. So when you get to the page that has the kids at the top, you're going to move to the lesson 1 breakout room. In the lesson 1 breakout room, you're allowed to work together, to have your camera on, to be off mute, to ask questions, to answer together. All the kids in that room are working on the practice just like you. So feel free to ask as many questions as you need to from your classmates. In practice, there's lots of questions. Make sure you scroll down so you answer all of the questions. You can either use the pen or the typing tool to answer. Sometimes it will tell you to match. Sometimes it will tell you to draw something. Sometimes it will tell you to type something. So make sure you answer all of the practice questions. And remember, you can work together. Stay in the practice room as long as you see the picture of the kids at the top. Once you see a green check at the top, that means you're done with practice and you're ready for a mastery check. We'll talk more about mastery checks on lesson 2, but for now, here's what you need to do. When you get to the green check room, that means go to the mastery check breakout room. When you get there, you have nothing to do. You just have to wait. You have to raise your hand in Zoom. To raise your hand in Zoom, you should have practiced this already. You can go to the participants list and click raise hand. Once your teacher sees you're raising your hand in the mastery check room, they will come into the mastery check room and ask you to go to the next slide. The next slide is blank right now, but your teacher will put in a question for you to answer. Once you finish that question, you're done. You're done with this lesson. You're ready to move on to the next lesson. So you'll go back to your game board. Let me find your game board real quick. If you need it, your teacher can always send it to you. Oops, wrong one. So once you finish the mastery check, move your star to lesson 2. You're done lesson 1. Click on lesson 1. It'll bring you to a new class kick, and your job will be to start that lesson. You'll have to move back into the video breakout room to start that lesson. If at any time today you need help, just click the raise hand button in Zoom and your teacher will help you. And also remember, if you're in the practice room, you can always ask one of your classmates. In the mastery check room, you have to be on mute, your camera has to be on, and you must be working alone. So just to review, after you do the guided notes for this lesson, right here, you'll go to the practice room, and in the practice room, you can work together. After you finish all of your practice, go into the mastery check room, raise your Zoom hand on Zoom. If you stand like this, your teacher won't notice. Raise your Zoom hand and wait for your teacher to give you your mastery check. As soon as you finish, go to your game board, move your star, and click into the next lesson. Good luck.